Sabrina, what happened to Elizabeth was frightening, but what happened to you was heartbreaking. Can you tell us about that?
Absolutely. At the age of 14, I was walking home from Northwest Activity Center, and when I got to the block before my house, there were 3 guys, older guys, behind me, catcalling, talking about how big my butt was, things of that nature, and they ran up, grabbed me, pulled me into the alley, and they gang raped me. And after they were done, I went home, took a shower, and did my homework. Never said a word. And that was because by the age of 14, I was already conditioned not to tell.
You wrote a book about it, Conditioned Not to Tell.
Conditioned not to tell, because my story actually started when I was 6, where my own grandfather, in the middle of the night, with my grandmother asleep on the couch, because she was an alcoholic at the time, she would drink and pass out, so she was in the same room. My 2 younger brothers would be asleep in the same room on the floor. He would get up, go to the bathroom, or go to the kitchen, get an ice cream cone, and then tell me if I want the ice cream, I had to come and sit on his lap. And as I sat on his lap and ate my ice cream, as any other child would, he would masturbate and play with my breast. And when I did tell, my family said the same thing that you were concerned about. My mother said, do not tell, because your father will kill him, and you don't want to be responsible for your father killing your grandfather. And so I did not tell. And so I really feel like it's so important, because for years, I never felt like there was anybody who would protect me. And so by the time that the 14-year-old thing happened, it was nothing for me to keep it to myself. I didn't tell a soul until I was in my late 40s.
Dr. Van Dyke, that is the wall you face when patients come to you.
One, they asked me to write his obituary. I wrote his obituary. Because I believe in our society, we have a whole bunch of women who are taught that if they wear something provocative, or if they choose to wear something tight, that the man who's looking at them can't control themselves to the point that they can keep their thing in their pants, that they should be able to touch, kiss, lick, whatever they want to, whenever they want to. So we teach women to cover it up, but we don't teach men to control your desires, control what you, if you see it and you like it, that don't mean you can have it.
No problem.
We don't teach it.
Oh, sex and...
When I was a teenager, I told him that he was not going to be a whore. And those were my words for him, because he was a jock, built, 6-pack, all of that. I says, oh no, we're not gonna have a whole bunch of women. You're gonna be respectful to women. You're gonna treat women well. You're not gonna just touch on a woman. But I remember there was a story that he got in trouble when he was a senior because he kicked a girl's book bag. And I remember thinking that he kicked it because it was on the ground, he was walking by and he kicked it. Oh no. It was on the girl's back, but he kind of liked her. And I says, you don't put your hands, your feet, any body part on another person, male or female. None of us deserve to be hit. And I say all the time, just because a person looks good, smells good, may even be good, does not give you the right to touch them without their permission.
Dr. Van Dyke,